We have huge news from the Pittsburgh Penguins organization. General Manager Jim Rutherford is stepping down. We'll discuss what happens next, coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. Now, as I mentioned, we have some pretty substantial and unexpected news from the Penguins organization today. We just got word that longtime general manager Jim Rutherford has announced he is stepping away from the position, so he's effectively resigning as GM of the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins will start a new search for a new general manager immediately. Of course, this is not the news we were expecting in Pittsburgh today. We know we've talked lately about how Rutherford's looking at making some different moves. Obviously, the Penguins started slow, but then have been playing much better as of late, looking for some help for a banged up blue line, all that kind of stuff. And now out of the blue, we get, bam, Rutherford is stepping down. So that is very surprising news. Rutherford did put out a statement here. I'll put it up on the screen. Essentially, what he's saying is he thanks the Penguins organization for the time he spent there. He's happy to be able to win a couple more Stanley Cups. Obviously feels that the team's in good hands with the ownership, and just felt like it's the right time to step away. He did acknowledge here in a statement that it's an odd and unusual thing to see during a season, but he just felt it was the right time. I mean, I hope from a personal standpoint that everything's okay and he doesn't have any other extenuating circumstances that might be influencing this decision. I mean, we know Rutherford's getting up there in years, but still hard to say if he'll ever return to the NHL. And as a GM, I mean, I would think maybe more so as a consultant. A lot of time NHL general managers usually get opportunities to be consultants later on if they still want to be around the game of hockey and have that sort of opportunity or job. But I guess we'll see. Now, for the time being, the Penguins are going to have an interim GM, which is Patrick Alvin, who's the current director of amateur scouting. He's actually been with the Penguins organization for 15 years. He's been there a long time. He's from Sweden. He gets started as a European scout. And then, like I said, most recently for the past 3 or 4 years was their director of amateur scouting. So obviously his area of specialty is more so on the amateur side and, finding and evaluating talent. So clearly he's got some skills, and I'm sure that he'll be considered as part of the GM search. I have no doubt. But he will report and consult with Mario Lemieux on all the GM type decisions and duties that he'll have to conduct here in the interim while the Penguins decide on who's going to be the new permanent GM moving forward. So there's certainly some names out there with experience that have been looking for work, that are certainly have a long pass in the NHL. Be interesting to see if they go that route. I mean, the last time they had to do this, obviously they went the route of getting somebody very experienced like Rutherford. So hard to say what they will do in that regard. Obviously, where this just happened, there's no rumors or rumblings yet on who they could be talking to, since everything here is so fresh. But certainly let me know what your thoughts are on this news. It certainly could alter what we see from the Penguins here moving forward. Like I said, there's been a lot of talk about adding some pieces to this team, trying to get ready for another potential run. They did sign Yannick Weber today to a 1-year contract. He does need waivers to clear before he can be added to the roster, so he's on waivers as well. We were saying they were looking to add some depth on defense to help manage things and get through some injuries. Weber has enough NHL experience that he'll certainly help with that cause. So I guess we will see what to expect from the Penguins, and I'm sure we'll hear lots coming in the near future here on who might be in the mix for the new GM of the Penguins on a permanent basis. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and we'll discuss further. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and turning on your notifications so you don't miss any future content. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'd appreciate it if you did. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.